Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. A bird having only one wing strong and the other wing very weak, and if that bird will try to fly, what will be his flying mode pattern? He will be flying around himself, and a small wing will become the pivot and the long will taking away, and he cannot go high up in the sky. Exactly the same way, if we have between these two wings, one wing is the discrimination, viveka, and the second wing is dispassion, vairagya. If we have got discrimination, we keep on arguing this way, that way, this could be that way. This is what the liars do. Liar, I mean the lawyers. My English is very poor. They try to prove how they are right. And by that nothing is achieved. Because Bhagwan has given us intellect, such a instrument by which we can prove anything in our favor. We can do that. See, if you ask a terrorist who is killing other people, so those who are killed, you ask them, they say he was wrong, they killed me. You ask the killer, he said this is right, and he can prove that. See, Ravana proved Ram was wrong, Ram proved Ravana was wrong. See, therefore, only viveka, discrimination, and logic, talking, one wing very strong, other wing dispassion, absolutely weak. See? The net result is they keep on moving around themselves. I. Holier than thou. I am great. See? If you take Bhagwan Shankaracharya, he had both the wings perfect. Because he had, Shankaracharya Bhagwan was basically a yogi. And therefore we come in his katha, in his life story, that he could migrate from one body to another body. At a younger age of few years, he could, at the age of 5, he had learned all the Vedas. See? He could compose, and the amount of literature he has produced, it is not a human effort. He was a born yogi, and that yoga abhyas, he had dispassion towards it. He did not use it to prove himself to be a great yogi, although he was a yogi, but then he engaged himself in study of scriptures and writing commentaries of them so that the basic knowledge is preserved. So both the wings of dispassion and discrimination, vairagya and viveka, they were perfected in him. That is how he could do so much of work. But you will see there are some other Mahatmas, they are no doubt they are Mahatmas, but what happens with them? They have got tremendous knowledge, argument, logic, nothing beyond it. See? If you see these people who are in Tarka Shastra, Nyaya Shastra, they will be lost only in that. And as a result, they have bitterness towards the world. Therefore, we have to have both the things equally. Viveka Vairagya. Viveka helps us to bring us back to our own self. Vairagya is a support. See? Now what is Vairagya? Vairagya is we must have a disciplined life. One Mahatma asked me, what are the signs of a good teacher? You are teaching, what are the signs? I said, I don't know. No, you know. Don't play your mantra. Pata nahi. I don't know. I said, okay. A good teacher is the one who is never late for the class. How important it is. See? No excuse. Because if you have to maintain your timing, you have to have tremendous dispassion towards all the comforts, all the needs. Then only we can maintain. And this can happen only because there is some amount of dispassion. So here the teacher told us, when these two things are perfected, abhayam sarva bhutanam jnana mahur manishinaha nijanande spruhan nane vairagyas avadhir mataha. We have to discover the truth. And it can happen only if we can withdraw from the world of comforts. Up to here we have seen in the last class. Now in the 17th mantra the teacher says, Vedantai Shravanam Kuryat Mananam Chopapattibihi Yogena Abhyasanam Nityam Tato Darshanam Atmanaha. Now these are the stages through which the seeker has to go. Number one, Vedanta hi Shravanam Kuryat. Listen to Vedanta. See? Shravanam is listening. It is not reading. It is not writing. Listening. Normally what happens? We feel we take the book in the soft copy or download or on Kindle freely available. We read and we'll know something. Nothing will happen. Very important to understand this basic point. When you are reading, is your mind fully available? But when you are listening, is your mind fully available? No. God bless you. Why our mind is not available? Because we have not recognized the value for this. Therefore, Vedanta Shravan Adhikari, the qualified student for Vedanta is Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dama, Uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, Samadhana, Mumukshitvam. Enough of this world. How long are we going to do the same thing? Get up in the morning, go to sleep again, and again get up by nature's call. See, we are so natural. Unless the nature calls, we don't wake up. See? And then eat something and read useless newspaper, saw the news, and then Corona, I don't know what is going to happen and when it is going to stop. It will stop when you stop. See? Same thing again and again. How can't we get disgusted of this? See? This can happen only if we are living and learning from every experience of life. Like I tell you, I have moved in so many places. And this experience is very clear and very beautiful experience. This happened in Norway. One of the countries which I really like is Norway. Beautiful country. No rush, no nothing. Fjords are there, mountains, and the color of the water because of the algae start and changing and all that. So we had a good friend. He was a big office's CEO, and therefore he was given a cottage as his house somewhere. And he was not staying there, but it was given to him. So he said, Swamiji, you can go and stay, you will like that place. So I went. So beautiful. Like a picture postcard. Only one cottage, in front there is a huge lake, sweet water lake, and then little bit of greenery up to a layer. Then only rocks, no greenery, no vegetation. Thereafter only the ice peaks, like a Tiranga Jhenda, 3 layers. And all of them reflected in that clean, undisturbed water. And I saw it for the first time. A kumbhak happened. Wow, how beautiful, how nice. First day, second day, cold. Third day, what is there to eat? The same bread and butter. Is there something better? Yes, we have got chips. Fourth day, when is our flight to the next place? That day I learned this. Anything in this world, as much it attracts you, as the time passes, the attraction dies away. The rule is, mind can never remain attracted toward the same thing, toward the same person, toward the same situation infinitely. Mind wants change. Therefore, wherever you go, we feel tremendous attraction. It doesn't last long. But we have not learned from that. Like when we came here yesterday, how nice. Now those people who are living here, do you think they look at the sea at all? So learn. Therefore, Vedantai Shravanam Kuryat. Then how it is possible? Our Mahamantra, wherever I am, whenever I am, whatever I am, I shall be 100%. So we are in the retreat. Where? In the retreat. When? Now. What? Satsangi. Should be 100%. Are we 100%? What is the use of chanting that Mahamantra? And it is not 24/7. It's only 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. No, Swami, it is more than 1 hour. Make yourself available to whatever you do 100%. You are leading spiritual life. And therefore Vedanta Shravanam Kuryat. When you are studying the Vedanta, listen 100% attention. At the time of listening itself, knowledge happens. Be very attentive. Can we live yesterday? No. Can we live tomorrow? No. We can live now. And hearing is happening now. And speech is happening now. Now the speaker is talking with 100% presence. So one side is taken care of. And the other side is the listener is listening with 100% presence. If it happens, in one go the truth happens. One go. But we keep on listening again and again because it doesn't go in. Our mind is not available. We are not available. We are worried about so many unwanted, unimportant things. Vedanta Shravanam Kuryat. Shravanam, listening is, at the time of listening the knowledge happens. But many times what happens, I will listen it on YouTube. When you are lively available, you are not available to listen. Do you think afterwards on the YouTube you listen? Forget about it. Vedante Sharanam Kuryat. Mananam cha upapatti bhi. Knowledge initially is associated with ignorance. Ignorance means incompleteness in knowledge. Because many times we hear somewhere our mind goes for a walk and comes back. Meanwhile, important point is gone, and then we are not able to join together. Some doubt is there. How it is possible that when we discard everything, nothing will remain? You are still there, no? No, I am there, but nothing will remain. How does it matter? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? नहीं तो नहीं है. Now this you do experiment on you. When 1,000 of you are in front of me, is it a burden to the eyes? When 5 of you are there, is it a burden, lightness for the eyes? If you are not there at all, who cares? Vision is vision. Therefore, mananam, reflection. And what is the reflection? What is said by the scriptures and what is taught by the teacher, how that can be established as correct. Don't try to find out faults. Try to find out how that is correct. Then our thinking will be videyatmak, positive thinking. Negative thinking, if you have got, oh, it is okay to say, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am what is there? But even, actually, when the pain comes, then you understand, I am not the body. So you are justifying that I am body is right. Then suffer. Nobody can help you. So when the scriptures tell, are they fools or what? And what the scriptures get by telling us early to bed and early to rise is the way to be healthy, wealthy and wise. Is the Upanishad, Gita, our scriptures are benefited. When you get up early in the morning, the scriptures say, Maja aaya, iski neend tod di. No, they don't get anything. It's for our good. Therefore, instead of going in negative way, think positive. Then the Shravanam will be free from doubts. Doubt-free knowledge is wisdom. Knowledge with the doubts is ajnanam, ignorant or the incomplete knowledge. Vedante Sharanam Kurya Mananancha Upapattidihi. Yogena Abhyasanam Nityam. So whatever we have studied, now doubts are gone. Now do the Abhyas, Yoga Abhyasa. Now what is the Yoga Abhyasa? Here, Jnana Yoga Abhyas. See? Now in Jnana Yoga, I have told you many techniques. Like in Kundalini Marga, there are 3 types of Kundalini. One is Kriya Kundalini, second is Prana Kundalini, third is the Jnana Kundalini. One person from probably Pune wrote me, Swamiji, this Jnana Kundalini, where from you got it? We have never come across. Because I am student of Kundalini and we have never come across. I said, that is my fault. I spoke on that one. See, Kriya Kundalini is Kriya Pradhan. Do this thing, do that, and then take the breath inside and hold, and that Kumbhaka give a kind of a thud on the Mooladhara Chakra. Then Mooladhara Chakra be awakened, and then second time you do give a thud by Kumbhaka, inner Kumbhaka on the Swadhisthana Chakra, and in this way slowly your Kundalini. That is called a Kriya Kundalini. Then Prana Kundalini. By the Prana Kundalini, you start awakening this thing by the control of breath. So you do the Moola Bandha. And with the Moola Bandha, the prana slowly start rising up. And it reaches on the top, and then your Kundalini is awakened. There was a friend of mine who brought his friend for my talk in Bombay. And Bombay morning talks are in Hindi. So he came and he said, Swamiji, he is my friend. I said, Namaskar, friend. Pranam. Swamiji, he has got a problem. I said, is he dumb? Can he talk? Yes. Let him talk. Don't be an advocate for anybody's problems. Because what you have understood, what he has talked, and what you are misunderstood, that you will tell me. See, there was a great Mahatma. One of his followers said, Maharajji, I want to write your biography. It will be good for others. What will you write? You will write your biography and your association with me. More than that, what will you write? And how much you have understood me and how much you have misunderstood me? Then don't write. There is no need. If you have to read the biography, read Ramayana, read Bhagwan Krishna's story. That is authentic. Because the writer was not a paid one to get a name. See? Therefore, friends, when we are thus Yogabhyas, so Jnana Kundalini is what? Jnana Kundalini is what we are doing. When you are not body, what that experience will be like? So what is other than the body? First we must know what is the body. Body has got a shape. So other than the body, no shape. Now what is without shape is the space. Now what must be the experience of the space? Start playing, knowledge-wise. Then you will come to know that the space supports everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything. Now practice this. Support joy, sorrows, loss, gain, defeat enemy. Don't get influenced. Jnana Kundalini. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhayo yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. Practice of this mantra from Bhagavad Gita is awakening the Jnana Kundalini. But those who are too much activity oriented, pranayama, bandha, moola bandha, then this bandha, and all ram. And you see they become so violent. These yogis and tapasvis, they are extremely angry brand people. Have you heard anywhere a jnani or a devotee has cursed anybody? You read our literature? Nowhere. But the tapasvi and the yogi, they keep on cursing. See, Durvasa cursed even Lord Shiva. Because strong personality and the Prakriti they have controlled. Therefore, all the potentialities, these are awakened in them. Now the question is, you may have the power, but do you have the wisdom to use the power? See, Bhagwan Rama's great devotee Hanumanji, he was told to go and find out Sita. He was awakened. Then he said, I'll go and bring that whole Lanka, uproot it. But before I think of doing it, let me go and ask my elders. So he goes to Jambavan, that I'll bring the whole thing. He said, don't do that. You have power, you can do it. But what Bhagwan Ram told you? Only find out, give my message and come back. Don't overdo. We become so excited because the strength without the support of wisdom becomes a calamity. See? Therefore, whatever is told, only that much you do. You have power, no doubt. But is that control to that power? If there is no control, then we are our own problems. See? Therefore, yogena abhyasanam nityam. So first we practice this, what it is like being space. Then you start talking to yourself. Space supports everything, doesn't rejects anything, doesn't get influenced by anything. Is it happening in our life anywhere? Start working. So what we support? The vision supports colors and forms. Now is it applied to the space? Like space supports all the contents, doesn't reject anything, doesn't get influenced by anything. Is it not our story? Vision supports all the colors and forms, doesn't reject anything, doesn't get influenced by anything. So what is Jnana Kundalini? Living under the umbrella of this wisdom. Therefore, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. This mantra I have stolen from Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. There Uddhavji asked Bhagavan Sri Krishna at the time of his departure from this world. Then he said, please tell me, without you how can I live? Please tell me how should I live here? Bhagavan gives this message. Don't ask anybody to come, don't ask anybody to go. See? And don't praise anybody, don't condemn anybody. And then he gives a reason for that. When you tell somebody to come and go, or when you praise somebody or condemn somebody, you have given a status of reality to that. Will you tell the clouds to come and go? They come and go anyway. How simple it is. Whatever we have given reality to, anything or anybody, that becomes the source of disturbance and problem for us. Recognize this. This is how the world enters our mind. When you give importance to anything or anybody, that thing or a body will enter in your mind and create chaos. Because we have given importance, we have to devalue that. See, friends. Therefore, Yogena Abhyasanam Nityam. This is the Yoga Abhyas. So, as the space doesn't get influenced by anything, similarly, we should not get influenced by any color and form, any sound, anything or anybody. That is the reason in Bombay when many people say, Swamiji, we want to come and spend some time. Am I a platform or what? Now what you must be doing whole day after morning evening lecture? I said, I look after my 28 children. See, friends. Now why I avoid people coming to my flat in Bombay? For this reason. If I go to suppose his house and I get bored of him, so I can find out some excuse. See, I had to go, somebody is coming home and I had to do that. Is the time for my talk and blah, 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 and go. It's 100% jute. Wrong. But at least I can run away. If somebody comes and stays in your house and doesn't have any idea of leaving the house, what can I do? I can't go away. The other day, one gentleman came like that. He came with somebody. Swamiji, I want to just come and spend time with you, and I am coming with so and so lady. She told okay. So he came. I thought he has come, he will sit for 10 minutes. He said, no, go. That lady was doing my work, my dictation. I give the translations come only when I give her dictation. I stop writing. So she is very good in English, understanding everything. She writes. So that is the time. After lunch, I have about an hour nap, and there till the evening, 2-3 hours in a row, we do our writing and translating job. Now he came 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. My food comes limited for me. Now this fellow sitting on my head, how can I eat the food alone? Then I had to call some food from the hotel. And then hospitality. And then I went to sleep. He's still sitting there. I got up at 2, 3 o'clock, preparing my tea. Then I had to give him tea. Then evening, my lecture time, I had to finally tell him, will you please get out? I got my, no, but I will listen here. From here I will listen. I want to see how you talk on the camera. Now you can tell me, how can you deal with these people? Therefore, best way, किसी को आओ मत कहो, जाओ. You will not know the problem where the shoes bite my feet unless you put them on. See, friends, therefore, yogena abhyasanam nityam. Now, what is the jnanabhyas? We must have that wisdom where we are required or where we are not required. Number one. When we are talking to somebody, is that somebody is willing to listen us or compelled to listen us? Many times we talk, keep on talking, no end to that. And oldies, they talk only about their experiences. Be attentive. That experience from which you have learned is not going in the past. But that experience from which you have not learned anything, they are only impressions on the mind, and you bring them out to others. See? You must have seen this thing. One person was telling, my father is a very nice person and he has really helped and sacrificed for us. Other person, but my father was not like that, He was a drunkard and he was troubling me and all that thing. Who asked you? Competition with the father. This is how we want to get involved everywhere. Recognize this truth. That is Jnana Kundalini. And in this manner, slowly, when we are withdrawing from the world under the influence of wisdom, you will discover dispassion. Dispassion is not rejection. Raga, Dvesha, Vairagya, 3 stages. Liking, opposite is disliking. Going beyond liking and disliking is dispassion. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu, name dvesho se na priyaha. That is our natural state. Is our vision against any particular color, any particular form? No. Samoham sarva coloreshu. Nothing disturbs. That is spiritual practice. See, friend, that is awakening the Jnana Kundalini. See, my friends, yogena abhyasanam nityam. It is not once in a blue moon, jumme ke jumme, no. Yogena abhyasanam nityam, tato atma, darshanam atmanaha. Then you will discover who you are. The self-discovery is not creation, it is not an action. Scientific discovery. The physics scientists had not created the, let us take, gravity. It is already there. In our scripture, Puranas, it is known very well. But these Britishers stole away everything, and then One day, Newtonananda Maharaj went for a walk on the apple garden area. He saw one apple fell down. If you and me were there along with Newton, what we would have done? Lifted. Very nice. Bhoga Pradhan. Eat, eat, eat. But he started thinking, why that apple has not gone up? What is the reason? Working on it. He has not created. He has observed and learned from that. Similarly, our spiritual practice is observe, learn. So whenever you have learned from any experience, you are following the Jnana Kundalini. See? And by this, Tato Darshanam Atmanaha, then you come to know that the one who is miserable is not me. The one who is happy is not me. The one who is supporting both the misery and happiness is beyond the misery and happiness. Therefore, we gain nothing in our spiritual life. Don't imagine that kindly keeps a better cover, that katori. It will fall and break, and then you will break my head. Now, when it is said, what is the Jnana Kundalini, Jnana Abhyasa, Yogena Abhyasanam Nityam? Now, the Jnana Abhyasa is indicated in the 18th verse. Shabda Shaktera Chintyatvat Shabdadeva Parokshadhi Sushupto Purusho Yadvata Shabde Naivanu Buddhyate. Only by listening and only by doing manan, how can one realize the truth? You go and listen to satsanga. What is going to happen? You have to do something. Those who are this kriya oriented, those are very robust physical type of people. They can never understand the importance of satsanga and listening. See? Because these gross-minded people, they see the effects outside gross effects. There is one teacher in BITS Pilani. And when I used to go there for giving talks, first time when he came, he met me, Swamiji, I am so happy that you have come here. I said, I am not here for all the time. 1 week can go. I am a weakling. Never stay more than 1 week anywhere. So, how are you? Who are you? Swamiji, don't know me? I said, no. I don't know even God. What will I know you? See, I was a student in Kaivalya Dham. I did my yoga certificate course. And you were teaching Vedanta to your students. I used to come and attend. That is, very good, very good. But Swamiji, I got a problem. I said, no, I attract problems. So, here all facilities are available, games, yoga, gym, everything. But hardly 2-3 students come. I feel so bad. I said, are you getting your salary? He said, yes. Is there any residential problem? No. Job is done. Work for money. Make it clear. You are working for money. Don't become emotional. See? No, but Swamiji, all that I have learned, what I should do now, tell me. I said, are you happy here? He said, no. Then if you have got guts, leave this place. Where should I go? I said, go to Patiala. What is Patiala? Where the brains have migrated to Patela. The patella is, this kneecap is called patella. And therefore, all these physical things, they are going there. Go there. I said, do you know which are the students here? They are the cream of the whole country. They have spent their life only profession oriented. Here any Tom, Dick and Harry cannot come to this institution. So they are having their concern about their professional excellence. From the first year onwards, their placement begins. See? Therefore, those who are extremely knowledge oriented, they can never be attracted towards halasan, balasan, marasan. Cannot. See? And therefore, they have this question. Only by listening, what is going to happen? Listen to sahi. At least listen, begin. See? They are unable to understand that the problems are because of the incomplete and wrong thinking. These problems can be dissolved. No problem can be solved. See? But they will never understand. And therefore their question. Only simply telling Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahma, nothing is going to happen. Then here example is given. Shabda Shakti Achintyatvan. Don't think the power of the words is less. Achintya, infinite. Shabdat eva aparokshadhihi. By listening to the words of the scriptures alone, you can discover who you are. See? And then example is given. Sushupto purusho yadvat shabdena eva avudhyate. When somebody is sleeping, snoring away, and you call him by his name, he will wake up. See? He will not ask, but what is the meaning of my name? Can you tell me? No. He will wake up. See? Because don't think words are average simple. They are deep. Words are manifest mind. Mind is unmanifest words. Words and mind, they are one and the same. Therefore, mind is called the Vani, not Vani Jairam, called Vani. Paravani is unmanifest Chetana. Then Pashyanti Vani is manifest mind. Madhyama Vani is manifest the mind at a subtle level. And Vaikhari Vani is the manifestation of the mind at a grosser level. So all the four Vanis, Vaikhari Vani, that experience where knower and known, object and the word indicating the object, they are separate. Like book is a word in my mouth and book is the object in my hand. So this reference of the book is said to you, which you are hearing probably, is the Vaikhari Vani. Then we are sitting all by ourselves, looking at the ocean and go on imagining. If this ocean was in Himalayas, how nice it would have been. I would have both the things. Look this side, Himalayas. Keep on talking to yourself. What do you call? The Khayali Pulao. That is Madhyama Vani. Madhyama Vani is operating basically in the dream. Vaikhari Vani in the waking, Madhyama in the dream. Then come the Pashyanti Vani. Pashyanti Vani, that experience where the word and object indicated by the word, they are not yet differentiated. In Madhyama Vani, object and the word indicating the object, they are both thoughts. That is why khayali pulao. You think about something, so that something that you think about is right in front of your eyes, and you keep on thinking about it. Pashyanti Vani, differentiation has not occurred. Panavani, mind is just born. These are the 4 stages through which the mind goes. So when you start hammering the Vaikhari Vani, you go to the Madhyama Vani. When you hammer on the Madhyama Vani, you go to Pashyanti Vani. Up to here is our journey. Thereafter, Lord takes over. And therefore, here this technique is given. Sushupto Purusho Yadvat Shabdena Avabuddhyate. So when we conquer the waking world, not using the Vaikhari Vani, we start going deeper in the Madhyama Vani world, which is living at the thought level. See? And from there, when that also quietens, we go to Pashyanti Vani. This is how the purpose and the technique of japa is told in our scriptures. First do the japa with the Vaikhari Vani. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. When this japa becomes mature, when the Vani becomes purified, then the japa automatically migrates to the mind. Madhyama Vani. So you keep on chanting the Lord's name. Little efforts are required though. Then when the Madhyama Vani becomes purified, you become silent. Because the mind is not manifesting. Ready to manifest but not manifesting. All the great masters, they live at Pashyanti Vani. And what is Pashyanti Vani? Where the thought and the object are together. Therefore, when the great masters tell something, jao tumhara kaam ho jayega, and it happens, because words and the thing indicated by the word, they are not separated. Like if we pull the one leg of the chair, other 3 are already pulled. So our journey is from Vaikhari Vani to Pashyanti. So how does it begin? It begins by words. Listen to the scriptures. Tattvamasi Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi, I am nobody. Work on it. We have seen earlier, Jnana Jnana Vilasoyam. This whole expression is only the combination of the knowledge and ignorance. Knowledge is mind, ignorance is projection. When the perception and projection out of the two, we can halt the projections. We cannot halt the perceptions. When eyes are open, you will have to see. But after seeing, what projection you are doing is your choice. When ears are open, we are bound to hear. But after hearing, what we give comment is your choice. Therefore, dekho, see, suno or bolo, neither dekho nor suno or dekho suno. You can't stop it. Can you stop the sounds coming to us? No. It will happen. If you are moving in the world, things will be seen, you can't stop it. But what we can do is, mat bolo. No comments. We are slowly going from the Madhyama Vani to the Pashyanti Vani. Therefore, the highest spiritual practice is satsanga. It is said, living 100 things, you should take bath. Living 1,000 things, you should take food. Living the whole world, you should listen satsanga. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, निर्मोहत्वे निश्चल तत्वम निश्चल तत्वे जीवन मुक्ति भज गोविंदम भज गोविंदम. See? And as closer we go to our being. Now what is this close distance? The distance from the virtual to the actual. See? Virtual is husband, actual is man. Now what is the distance between the husband and the man? And for the husband to become man, what he has to do? Nothing. And still further, husband can never become a man. He is already a man, he doesn't have to become, he is. But this virtuality is becoming a husband. Therefore, the spiritual practice is a journey from the virtual to the actual. And this journey is done by the study of scriptures. Shabda Shaktehe Achintyatvat. Don't think simply listening, nothing will happen, it happens. We receive so many messages, calls, phones, only on this. Swamiji, this Corona festival has really changed our life. I have not met anybody even. Only their contribution was highest contribution. They have never missed any morning, evening satsang. But many people, they are good. नहीं अभी नहीं, मैं बाद में सुन लूँगा, YouTube तो है ही ना. So when we have come here for this, after having come for this, if this year we are not doing, do you think we are going to do it after going home? See, here and now, it can never be afterwards. Now, 19 mantra. आत्मानात्म विवेकेन ज्ञानं भवति निर्मलं गुरुणा बोधितः शिष्यः शब्द ब्रह्माति वर्तते. आत्मा अनात्मा विवेकेन ज्ञानं निर्मलं भवति. By the discrimination between what is the self and what is not the self. See? That which is an object is not the self. And the subject can never be an object. Two rules. See? Colors and forms are object. These objects cannot see the subject, the eyes. So, discrimination. What is the discrimination? The colors and forms may be many, vision is one. Vision is not dependent on colors and forms are dependent on the vision. If there is no vision, there are no colors and forms. Therefore, in this experience and example, reality is the vision and not the colors and forms. So, vision is the cause, colors and forms are the effect. The effect cannot influence the cause. Cause, without cause, effects are not possible. By this understanding, vivekena, jnanam bhavati nirmalam. Now, what is the impurity in the knowledge? Impurity in the knowledge is, I like this, I don't like this. Knowledge does not have biasness. See how important it is. Atma anatma vivekena jnanan bhavati nirmalam. We transcend the biasness, good and bad, important, unimportant, etc. Nirmalam. And when it will happen? Guruna bodhita shishyaha. There are two types of people who go to the Mahatmas. One type of persons are those who are the devotees, bhakta. And the second type are the shishya, disciples. The bhakta devotees are those who are making the guru change. And the shishya is the one he is ready to change himself. See the difference? So, Guruna Bodhita Bhaktaha is not written. Guruna Bodhita Shishyaha. See, friends. Then only we are really walking the spiritual path, the path of knowledge, Vedanta sadhana. Otherwise, what are the devotees? Devotees, no, you do this thing, but I don't want it. No, please do this thing. So, devotee is the one who makes the Guru dance to his tune. And the disciple is the one who is ready to dance to the teacher's tune. Therefore, Guruna Bodhita Shishyaha. Guru tells, you are Brahman, you are not body. I want to be body, I don't want to be. What can you do with such Mahamana? We have to change in life. This is accepted by the disciple. Devotees make the Guru change. See? And if something is not according to our choice, the devotees change the Guru. समझ क्या रखा है? बहुत पढ़े. We are not ready to change ourselves. Guruna bodhita shishya shabda brahmati vartate. Then he is able to understand the implied meaning of the statement. See, shabda brahmati vartate. What the words are telling, we must know the knack of tatparya nirnay. In our modern language, tatparya nirnay is the moral of the story. See? And how to understand the moral of the story, the teacher only tells. But in one place, one person asked me, very elderly person, nice person, Swamiji, don't you think that this Nachiket story in Kathopanishad is just a cock and bull story? I said, yes, I do think that. Why don't you tell? I said, no, you tell on my behalf. Quote me. I have no problem. But how can the child go to the death and come back? How can we understand? Then I asked him, what is your educational background? He said, I am a professor of chemistry. Very good. Then I said, do you write all the things in big words or there are some formulae? We normal people will say pani lao. Chemists will say get H2O. So for everything there is a formula. I said, Nachiket is the formula for the ideal student. See? Now what should be an ideal student? How will you go on describing 100 pages, yet you cannot describe. But if you study the character of Nachiket, then you will come to know who is an ideal student. See? When he saw something wrong being done by his father, saha amanyata. See? He started thinking. He didn't react. He started thinking. And how the thinking was? Shraddha vivesha. He was overpowered by faith in his father, in himself and in the scriptures. Not condemning anybody. Shraddha vivesha. And thereafter saha amanyata. Thereafter he started thinking. When thinking is on the foundation of faith, it is a positive thinking. When the thinking is on the foundation of lack of faith, it is negative thinking. See? We are the children of our parents. Is it based on knowledge or blind faith? Somebody tells us, this lady is your mother. That mother whom we have accepted only under blind faith, she tells this guy is your father. Don't we accept? Or the child will say, show me a DNA report. No. Then only life is possible. So when our scriptures tell something, when our guru tells something, it has to be right. This is the definition of Shraddha in Vivek Chudamani. Shastrasya Guru Vakyasya Satya Buddhyavadharana Sa Shraddha Kathita Sadbihi Yaya Vastu Upalabhyate. Without the sufficient strength of the Shraddha, truth can never be revealed. See, and are we not practicing Shraddha every time? We are taking food here. Now what do we know? What they are giving us. But we are eating it. It must be good. See? You must have come across some clips on WhatsApp. Some people, they spit on the food and then serve in the hotels or places like that. Once you have seen that, making chapati, soup and then make chapati. When you have known this, will you ever go to such a hotel and take anything? Because we have got Shraddha, faith, firm Shraddha, they are always doing like that. Because we have seen with our own eyes. They may not be doing, all may not be doing. See, so without Shraddha, we cannot even board a flight. If you have got this doubt, we are going, but when it will land or it will remain up there only. When we go to sleep, pata nahi, I will wake up again or not. Every experience is on the foundation of Shraddha only. And thereafter you start thinking. See, then you slowly will start understanding. Then how he thinks? He thinks, why Father is sending me to the death? What is that I have to achieve by going to death? I am not third class. Yes, sometime I may be second class once in a while, but I am a good boy, not a bad boy. And what my Father wants me to do for him with the death? In this manner, he started thinking positively. He went to death. And there having gone, unless the job is done, for 3 nights he remains without taking food, without sleeping, and simply standing till the death comes. He was on a corona duty. And then his death's wife and Amatya, they start telling him, see, this boy is here for 3 nights without eating, he doesn't want to eat, he is simply standing waiting for you. Now when such a committed person comes, he is like a fire. If you don't cool him, he may curse you. Therefore, please offer him some water and give him a seat to sit and bless him with something. He said, you have done this thing for 3 nights, so your commitment I recognize. What do you want? I am happy to give you 3 boons. Ask the boons. And the 3 boons he asked. First boon, let my Father recognize me when I go back. Second boon, whatever is my social obligation, let me complete that. And third boon, kindly tell, Anya devatat viditat atha aviditat adhi, from Kenopanishad. There, Nachiket asked this question. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, anyatra asmat kruta krutat, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha, yat tat pashyasi tadvada. Kindly tell me that which is beyond dharma adharma, which is beyond cause and effect, which is beyond the limitation of time, And what is your experience? That you tell me. See? This is the qualification of an ideal student. He has fulfilled his duty towards his parents. He has fulfilled his duty towards the society where he is living. And thereafter, he is now ready to jump into the Adhyatma. I want that experience which you are having now. See? So, why he asked this question? Because he has already studied this. But he doesn't have the experience, Viparya. Shravan was over, Manan was over, but this Viparya was not going. Kindly give me this experience what you are having. See? And thereafter the teacher takes his examination. Gives him lots of temptations and everything. And yet he doesn't fall to any temptation. And he gives Viveka, dispassion. His dispassion is Shobhava Martyasya Yadanta Kaitat Sarvendriyanam Jarayanti Tejaha Jivitam Sarvam Api Alpameva Tavaiva Vahastava Grutti Gite. See? What are you going to give me? Which is constantly changing? Yesterday thing today become useless. Whatever in this world is constantly changing. That cannot give you changeless happiness. Then Sarvendriyanam Jarayanti Tejaha. The more you indulge, to that extent the power of your indulgence in the Indriyas, that goes down. You may be a Bengali eating Rasgulla. How many you can eat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. Thereafter, now give some chotani or something namkeen. And then again I can start. Nothing in this world can attract us permanently. Because the faculties fall. Then, Jivitam Sarvam Api Alpameva. Long life you want to give me. What will I do with a long life? Become Uddha? No. And how long will be your boon valid? Till you are in the ministry. After you go out of the death ministry, other person will immediately kill me. Tumhara naam maro isko. Therefore, don't tempt me with all the comforts and beauties of the heavens. Keep it for you. I want to know the truth. This is a character which is a formula for an ideal seeker of truth. And in the words of our Yamaraj, he says, we always pray, student like you should come to us. This is the only desire the teachers have. Let there be at least one good student who is committed to the cause. See, friends, the pain of the teacher is indicated in this. Going for guru shopping will not help. Be committed to the cause. Therefore, here the Atmanatma Vivekenam Jnanam Bhavati Nirmilam. He has very clearly discriminated the self and the not self. The mind became pure and purer. Then Guruna Bodhita Shishyaha. Then such a pure-minded, committed student, when he is instructed by the Guru Maharaj, then Shabda Brahmati Vartate. Then he will be able to understand the moral of the story. When something is said, what is the purpose? When the purpose is not understood by us, then we get confused and frustrated. That should not happen. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Do you want to chant?